My name is Vern Martel. I'm also known as the Armed Bandit. I get that name from a little sport that I do called arm wrestling. And I've been involved in this sport for over 40 years. I've done a combination of both wrist wrestling and arm wrestling, and just happened to pull off 13 world titles from it. I was riding my motorcycle, I went up around a corner, got hit by a car, and that kind of changed my life in a big way. I woke up in the hospital. I wasn't prepared for what I was going to hear, that I lost the use of my left arm, that I'd never be able to use it again. Because at that point in life, I was, I just won a world championship down in Costa Rica in 1983. And they were getting their motions in gear for the movie Over the Top, which a lot of people are training hard and getting ready for, which I was doing. Also, I was getting ready to become an underwater welder. And all these things kind of collided at once. And I was laying in the hospital and I didn't know what direction or what I was going to do. I didn't even know what I was capable of at that time. And the only thing that I had in me was the inner desire to still prove myself of value, prove that I could still do things despite hurdles, guys like Rick Hansen and stuff like that have done very well despite a handicap or physical impairment, still was able to challenge themselves in life and do great things. And so my venture in life was going to prove myself in the sport of arm wrestling, something that I'd won a world title at before. Now I would do it with the use of one arm without the bracing my body against the impact of my competitor. And it earned me 12 more world titles. So I hold 13 world titles in both the sport of arm wrestling and wrist wrestling. Many Canadian titles, and the recognition from my peers, which is probably the best award I could have ever gotten. I got one sponsor in my whole life, and that was from Gordie Howe, the hockey player, to go over to Russia. And that meant a lot to me. Having somebody like John do the same thing is absolutely amazing.
My name is John Brink. I'm the president and CEO of the Brink Group of Companies, and we are here in the trophy room of Vern Martel with trophies that Vern has won around the world. I mean, around the world, including world championships, and most of them were won after Vern injured his arm in the mid-80s on a motorbike accident, and then did the amazing thing where he continued, not only did it on the local level, then provincial, national, but became a world champion wrestling with the right hand only against full able individuals of the highest levels. Vern is a perfect example of the people that we want to identify. I'm proud for him to accept us, nominating him as a candidate, and he joins all the other candidates that we have identified in Prince George.